Welcome to my channel depth, STOIC. Have you ever wondered what truly influences female desire beyond the surface level? Assumptions and myths that flood pop culture. One statistic often repeated in psychological circles is that nearly 90% of women have a distinct preference when it comes to male anatomy, but it's not what most men think. The psychological landscape of attraction is far deeper and more intricate than just looks or size. While physical traits do matter to some degree, the mind plays a far greater role in shaping what women find genuinely appealing. Despite what media and locker room talk may claim, most women aren't chasing after exaggerated physical extremes. In fact, research from leading institutions, including studies in evolutionary biology and sexual behavior, consistently shows that women overwhelmingly lean toward a particular kind of male anatomy, not for its size or shock factor, but for the way it reflects overall health, cleanliness, and proportion. It's not about being the biggest, it's about being balanced. A healthy, well-groomed and symmetrical appearance often triggers subconscious cues in the female brain linked to genetic fitness and emotional safety. Now let's unpack what that really means. When researchers at the University of California surveyed hundreds of women across various age groups and relationship backgrounds, they found something surprising. Most women identified a preference for penises that were around 6 to 6.5 inches in erect length, roughly average, combined with a slightly thicker than average girth. But here's the twist context. Was everything preferences shifted depending on whether a woman was considering a casual encounter or thinking about a potential long-term partner? The psychological setting surrounding intimacy played a critical role in what they found desirable. So what exactly shapes these preferences on a deeper level? Psychology suggests that female sexual attraction is the result of both instinctual drives and social conditioning. From an evolutionary standpoint, women may naturally gravitate toward traits that suggest vitality, cleanliness, and an ability to provide a symmetrical shape. Proper hygiene and proportionality aren't just about appearance, they're subtle indicators of health and wellness. These features communicate reliability and good genetic stock, which our primal brain still registers. Even in the modern world, but beyond biology, social experiences matter too. Cultural narratives, especially those shaped by adult entertainment and unrealistic portrayals in film, often distort how women view intimacy. These narratives can make women feel like their preferences are abnormal if they don't align with the exaggerated expectations they've seen on screen. However, in honest real-life settings, most women express that emotional connection, trust, and mutual respect dramatically outweigh any physical specifics. In fact, when surveyed about what truly enhances their sexual satisfaction, women consistently rank things like understand one another on a psychological level, which is where real chemistry begins, not with anatomy, but with emotional alignment and mutual presence. Another vital factor is timing. Women's preferences and desires can shift throughout different stages of life, especially due to hormonal changes, emotional experiences, and relationship history. What felt good or attractive in one season of life may evolve into something entirely different. Later on, the men who understand this dynamic and remain curious, communicative, and adaptable are the ones who tend to form the most satisfying long-term bond. Moreover, the way a man carries himself in other areas of life, his ambition, his kindness, his boundaries all subtly affect how attractive he seems to women. It's the full psychological profile that matters. A healthy man with clear values and a sense of purpose becomes more attractive than someone who merely looks good on the surface. That's the hidden truth about human behavior. Physical attraction is just the spark, but psychological alignment is the flame that keeps burning. It is also worth noting that fear, shame, or anxiety around sexual performance can deeply impact male self-esteem. Many men internalize myths about size and begin to feel inadequate. This mindset can unintentionally cause them to withdraw emotionally, creating distance in relationships. Ironically, the very thing that could draw a woman closer, vulnerability and openness, is the thing they fear showing. But in many cases, when men share their insecurities in a calm, confident way, women respond with empathy, not judgment. So here's a radical yet grounded truth. Women do care about your penis, but not in the way the internet told you. They care that it's clean, healthy, and a reflection of how you take care of yourself. They care that you treat them with respect, and that intimacy feels like a mutual dance, not a one-sided conquest. And they care that you show up fully, not just physically, but emotionally in the end. Psychology teaches us that what women want isn't a mystery. It's just often drowned out by louder, superficial voices. When we peel back those distractions, what remains is simple and powerful. Connection, presence, care, and a willingness to grow together. Those are the traits that form lasting attraction. Not inches, but intimacy. Not width, but wisdom. So if you're a man listening to this, wondering whether you measure up, remember, true attraction begins in the mind and blooms through the heart size. Might start the conversation, but it's your psychological and emotional presence that will keep her listening. And that, more than anything else, is what will blow your mind and hers.